You can tell a lot about a building, including when it was built, just by looking at it. Today, I want to share with you photos of a Second Empire style Victorian home that recently sold in Dover, New Hampshire. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Jenn Baer. I'm the waltzing real estate agent with eXp Realty, and my channel has a lot of New Hampshire videos, New Hampshire history, New Hampshire real estate, driving tours, home tours, local guides, and old homes, which is what we are going to be talking about today. So if that sounds like the kind of content that you're interested in, you're going to want to subscribe or at least take a look around. I have different playlists and check out some of my other videos. As a real estate agent, I learn something new every day, and I feel like when I can put that knowledge to use, it's almost like a superpower. And one of those for me is being able to age or date a home just by driving by and recognizing its architectural features and corresponding that to the different eras we have here in New Hampshire. And here is the beautiful home that we are going to be talking about today. It recently sold in June 2021 for $650,000, which I think is a steal, but as you'll see, it does need some work. It was built in 1875 by Civil War Union quartermaster Andrew Young, and I actually have a picture of him, and there he is. And it was originally built on the outskirts of Dover, but right now it's on the outskirts of just downtown Dover. So Dover has expanded since then. You can see mill buildings in the background, but here is this beautiful house here. And we are going to now start discussing what features immediately jump out and say, hey, we are a Second Empire style Victorian. Okay, so the first feature, we're going to zoom in a little here on the house, is this roof. This is a mansard style roof. Mansard. It basically is created in order to give extra room to that third floor. So if you look down below, it's kind of that still boxy shape that was a federal previous to this, but now they've expanded up and they've created this mansard roof. And on the roof is usually a patterned type slate, which this house actually still has, which is really cool. It also has the dormer windows above the roof line into the roof that almost looks like eyebrows on the house. You'll also see that it's no longer as symmetrical as homes previous to this were. There's actually a larger window on the right side on the first floor than on the left side. It also has a small porch entryway, so that's not usually too large. A lot of them have this cupola at the top with the wrought iron at the very tippy top. There's also rounded cornices at these roof lines, as well as these brackets. I think there's a picture in the end here is going to see those a little bit better. So knowing those features, I felt like I could date this house to the late 1800s. And then in doing some architectural research, I came across a photo or a picture of a drawing of a house that had plans as well to be built in Flushing, New York in 1870. So the one on the left was built in 1875. The one on the right is a conceptual drawing to build a house in 1870. And you can see how similar they are. They both have that cupola with the wrought iron at the top, which is one of those features that really do stand out right away. The mansard roof, of course, with the dormer windows coming out. They both even have side porches on both sides of the house, which I thought was neat, and even completely unrelated to the history. I just thought it was interesting that both these pictures have similar fencing in the front as well. Now let's take a look inside. Here we are on what I believe is the right side of the house with the larger window that was asymmetrical. So to the right here would be the entryway hallway, but just look at some of these details that are still remaining here, especially in the woodwork, especially around the fireplace. We'll get a close-up of that next. It's just really beautiful detailing. And we'll have a close-up of that little emblem on the fireplace as well. And here's a broader shot of this room. It's a really nice seating room, beautiful view. And then on the other side of that entryway is this library. In a lot of these houses, this is in the plans. They already have a library or living room area listed out with the built-ins. I really love that they have the ladder there. And here's a broader picture coming out so you can see the front door entryway into the hallway, and we'll see the beautiful staircase coming up. But again, there's gorgeous woodwork all the way on this first floor. And there's also beautiful stained glass windows, which they look like they are original to me, which is quite amazing because a lot of these do get broken over time. And this is also the bay window off the side of the house near one of those side porches. And I included this video because I just really, this photo, because I really love looking at even the older hardware on these doors. And again, this one looks like original doors. The glass is intact. Again, doesn't always happen. And more stained glass that's original, beautiful. And here's a farther out shot of one of the seating rooms. This one has a gorgeous view and another fireplace. And look at the medallion on the ceiling, the detail there, and that's that stained glass. And this is a bay window with window seating, such beautiful details. There's that fireplace with its woodwork around the edge and also a built-in in this room. And that's another shot of this room. You can see the medallion all in its glory up here. And now we're in the dining room part of the house. There's the stained glass window I think we saw a close-up of earlier back there. I also have a close-up picture of the ceiling because there's some detailing here. I'm thinking it's wallpaper, but who knows when that dates back to, but it makes a really beautiful picture in this room. And now we're outside of, I think this was that other seating room that had the fireplace, and we're now in another hallway. If you notice this pink right here, that's one of the side porches. We're going to see that next. But I thought this was a cute closet area where they've kept the chair rail in here. They've even kept the sconce, which I believe was there prior to all these hooks and closet bar, whatever that name is. And here we are on that porch. This is the door that we just were inside. This is also very detailed. There was another listing photo from a previous listing that showed that the center of this porch is a diamond shape in the wood. So I think, again, I love these details. I don't know when this porch was added, if it's original or not, but whoever, if it was additional, did a great job continuing the look and feel of the house. And this is the kitchen. So we're finishing up on the bottom floor here. This room definitely does need some work, but again, imagine this is just the kitchen. You don't actually, it has its own dining room. So imagine fixing this kitchen up with a big island in the middle here. You've already got some beautiful built-ins. There's 2 butler pantries off of this kitchen. So there's a lot of possibilities of what you can do here. This is one of the butler pantries. Imagine this is where they would have the fine china for when they're having guests over. That's where it used to be stored. And now we're going into the hallway. This is a smaller picture because I'm taking pictures from a couple different listings because it has sold twice now in the past decade. But I wanted to show the details on the baluster. Is this the baluster? Yeah, and these are the newel posts. Very detailed. And I believe this is going from the first to the second floor because it has 2 of these on the end and also a window seat in the hallway. And then this is a shot from the second floor. So you would have come up and around that corner and continue up to the 3rd floor as there's only one of those posts at the top. But look at the detail. All of these look original, again, which blows my mind considering it'd have to be, 200 years. Well, no, not 200. And there's another window seat from the hallway there. Oh, and I didn't even show the wainscoting here in the chair rail is also very detailed. All right, so this is one of the second floor bedrooms. I don't believe the second floor is being used much. There's bathrooms off almost every room on this floor. You can see some more stained glass window here. Beautiful floors. Here's a bathroom off one of those bedrooms. It does look like it needs some work, especially in the tile. Not sure what was under there originally. And this is now the 3rd floor where you can see the part that needs work. It definitely has current roof leakage that was actually listed in the listing. So that definitely needs a new roof, and we need to remedy and repair this ceiling, which is actually pretty old. I've seen a lot of this pattern here of the squares is an older roof, and a lot of those are being just replaced and replastered. This floor, this carpet is new. It was not here when it was purchased in 2014. What was in those pictures was painted black on the wood floors. So I'm not sure if it would be compromising them to remove that paint, and that's why they carpeted, but this is relatively new carpet over painted black floors, wood floors. So there is wood floor under there. And you can see it does have the fireplace. I'm not sure what's going on there. This is, I believe, going up to the cupola, which would be really cool, almost like a walk-in closet. Carpeted room again, another bedroom, and one more bedroom. This looks like an interesting storage solution next to this fireplace. It's boarded up, so I'm not sure if any of the fireplaces are working currently. That would be interesting to find out, but it does have all the radiators. Another bathroom, I believe on the 3rd floor. Here is an outside shot from the side, and this is the one I can kind of zoom in here so you can see the pattern on this roof. It's beautiful. It's scalloped for a few rows and then straight and then scalloped and straight. Hopefully that whatever they're going to do to re-roof does not affect that part of it. And here are those brackets, braces underneath the cornice. It's really, I'm not sure when they added this gray stone on the corners. I don't believe that's an original style, but I just realized now how detailed it is outside these windows as well. So I love all the woodworking details, as you can tell, because I keep saying that throughout this video. And I believe my last photo here is just the floor plan. This is a Matterport. And so when we first came in, this is the front hall here with those stairs that go all the way up. We had that living room with the bay window. This was that big family room. I believe the library was back here. Maybe that was this is the library, and that was a sitting room, and this is the dining room. Then you have the kitchen off to the side here with the 2 butler pantries and the second stairway. So inside these houses, that's another one of the features of the Second Empire, is that they always had 2 stairways, a main one and then a back one, usually for staff to go up and down. The 2nd floor is all bedrooms and bathrooms, and the 3rd floor is also bedrooms. So that's kind of the plan. It looked very similar to the plans from that Flushing, New York drawing as well. So it was a very classic Second Empire Victorian style house. I hope you enjoyed looking at the old homes of New Hampshire. It's a passion of mine. I actually have a Facebook group and an Instagram page with the same name, Old Homes of New Hampshire, if you want to check those out. There is another video about an architectural style, one of the first ones here in New Hampshire, which is the Cape. So I will have that so you can link up somewhere. And in the description of this video, I will have a link if you're interested in just looking at which houses are currently for sale in southern New Hampshire that were built prior to 1900. And there are usually a number of open houses for these houses on the weekends. So definitely check those out if you want to see them in person, and let me know if you go, because I would love to join you. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Hustle on, my friends, and I'll see you next time.